There is a considerable percentage of Americans who are reluctant to get a COVID vaccine. A recent survey by Pew found nearly 30% of all Americans say they are either unlikely to get the vaccine or opposed to doing so. The survey shows big partisan differences, particularly among skeptical Republicans. Several polls also show concerns among communities of color, due in part to past racism in medicine and historical inequities. Efforts are underway now to persuade people, including a new national public health campaign trying to reach 1 in 4 Black Americans. It's leveraging the power of art to achieve community immunity. Jeffrey Brown has a look and a listen for our Arts and Culture series, Canvas.
Got the vaccine, you got the vaccine, they got the vaccine, we got the vaccine.
It's an attempt to make getting the COVID-19 vaccine a social norm in the Black community.
If Doc says it's good, then trust me, it's good.
To fight fear with facts.
People want to know, is the vaccine safe?
Community Immunity is a vaccine literacy program in the form of animated rap songs, the work of a group called Hip Hop Public Health, founded in 2004 by Dr. Olajide Williams, a self-described hip-hop fanatic, as a bridge between public health and the streets he walked every day.
I would walk past these young kids, and they would be rapping whole Jay-Z songs from beginning to the end. I mean, it was fascinating.
It's about community immunity.
So I said to myself, how about if we took health information and we put it in a song, but we made it just as cool as a Jay-Z song? And that was really how everything came about in terms of using music as a vehicle for health education. Neighborhood Effects.
Williams is a top neurologist at Columbia University and New York Presbyterian Hospital, who'd grown concerned seeing how social factors inhibit recognition of stroke and other diseases.
But how do you communicate that to a community that is bogged down with the daily hustle of survival? How do you communicate a stroke message to that community? And that was the challenge.
Williams worked with leading rappers and producers like Dougie Fresh.
I'm here with the hip-hop doc.
Put the videos out through a social media public service campaign and saw results.
Call 911 because it ain't no joke.
He then expanded the project to address other public health stresses in communities of color.
Wash your hands, everybody.
In the pandemic, the message turned to safe personal behavior, and now with the vaccine, toward deep skepticism and fears, grounded in centuries of neglect, discrimination, and outright abuse by the medical world.
Trust me, believe me, we're not gonna have another Tuskegee.
As a Black doctor, Williams says he has an important role.
Do you got any suggestions?
I got a few.
And he's playing it in many ways,
The vaccine is safe. I got the shot myself.
including for fun as the hip-hop doc.
My kids get very embarrassed when I rap. I'm not very good, but you know what? I would do anything for the community.
Whatever you think of the doc's musical skills, he has surrounded himself with real talent. Veteran producer Artie Green, singer-songwriter Jerry Gunn, and hip-hop legend Daryl McDaniels, better known as DMC, from the influential group Run DMC. It sold more than 200 million records worldwide.
In hip hop, we got a saying, keep it real. So we're trying to keep it real within our communities.
That's 90% effective and legit.
Let's do it one more time. Okay.
We watched a recent recording session for the Community Immunity songs, 5 altogether, each with a verse addressing specific questions. What are vaccines? Are they safe, and how do I know this?
The vaccine is safe. Believe it.
The recordings were then sent to animators to bring them to life.
We've always been able to use music as a way to reach people in ways that politics and religion can't. The Black community is not trustful of our government. So we figure if people in the Black community especially could see somebody that looks like them, that sounds like them, that has walked the walk and also talked the talk, they'll say, oh, if this is DMC, maybe it's okay for me to go get the shots so that things could be better for all of us. The song is just debate, so we can educate.
And it's not just a matter of educating the public. Trust must be earned back too, and a number of groups are reaching out. The Ad Council put out this public service announcement. The Black Coalition Against COVID-19 worked with the Kaiser Family Foundation to produce The Conversation, Between Us, About Us. And the National Basketball Association produced a video featuring Hall of Famer Bill Russell.
This is one shot I won't block.
I got the vaccine, you got the vaccine.
Hip Hop Public Health is also working with grassroots groups like Heart Smiles in Baltimore, which offers young people leadership training and career opportunities.
Let me remind you, don't let the gossip and the cold rumors blind you.
Two young rappers, 19-year-old Young Elder and 17-year-old Tay-Banz, gave us a sample and spoke of the wild rumors they feel bombarded with on social media.
Like, if you get the vaccine, different side effects. And one of the rumors that I seen, they said a lady had got the vaccine and her face was stiff, where she couldn't even move her mouth. And that went viral, and then a lot of people was like, no, I'm not getting this vaccine.
Their verses use local references and language.
To help get places, things that really relate to Baltimore, so that people, when they see the video, they can say, oh, you know, that's my street, or I know about that landmark. And it'll be easier for them to relate because it'll be more credible. They'll see stuff that they recognize, things that they know about.
We know if our message get to the youth, they'll share it to their parents, and then their parents share it to their parents. So our message will go through generations.
Community set of eulogy, duty for the community.
That's a key insight for the hip-hop public health approach, in fact. Heart Smiles founder and director, Joni Hollifield.
So when you have young people in the home who are informed and who can be credible messengers, then at the very least, you have parents and adults who can now do some research on their own and then make the right choice for themselves and for their families.
What we really need to do is to vaccinate our way out of this pandemic.
On Valentine's Day, Dr. Williams took his message to a church in Harlem. The challenge, he told us, is great, but there's also another fear.
If we move people from pre-contemplation to action, I'm ready, and then they can't access it, mistrust is going to bubble up again. And they're going to go, well, perhaps there is a problem with equity. And I see all the white communities getting the vaccine without a problem. So it's absolutely important for us to make sure that we address access and we address supply to avoid this potential problem that I'm very concerned about.
We could get back to normal.
And now an ambitious rollout, including public service announcements on radio and a campaign through partnerships with state health agencies, churches, businesses, and schools. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Jeffrey Brown.